Hello everybody, Joel here. So a little bit different video here today. I've got a comparison of three different winter jackets. You could call them maybe parkas or heavy jackets, heavy winter jackets. All three are really good in the extreme cold, and I just wanted to do a little bit of a comparison between them. So we've got a Carhartt, we've got a Columbia, and we've got a Filson. So between these three coats, I'll go ahead and just do a little bit of a comparison, show you some of the features of each one of these jackets and why I would have three different extreme cold weather jackets here for northern Minnesota. So I'm going to start here with the Columbia jacket. This is a Columbia parka. Just quick background on this. Each one of these jackets is about 15 years old or more. This particular jacket I got, this one actually might be a little newer, but I think it is that 15-year-old range. I had a parka that I bought in the mid 1990s, a Columbia parka, and we put it through the wash and the zipper came apart. So I sent it in to Columbia for warranty work. And in Columbia's warranty, if they can't fix what is wrong with the jacket, they will go ahead and replace it. So it had the ripped zipper and there was another tear in some of the other seamage, and they could not fix it, so they sent the catalog and said pick out whichever jacket you would like, and this was the one that I had picked out. So this one here has got a nylon shell, and this also has, it's called an Omni Heat interior liner. And this is an extremely warm jacket. It's got a pocket inside here, and the zipper or the liner does zip out. There is a zipper, there is a right in here, so that liner can come out, and you've got a shell and then the insulating portion of the jacket. I've got other jackets that are just basically the shell of a jacket, so I don't ever take this liner out. But this Omni Heat liner is fantastic. It feels good on bare skin. You can wear a short sleeve shirt with this very easily. It's got some drawstring cords for around the bottom, and it does hang low over the backside, which is very nice. I like that when they hang over the back of the pants. It also has the elastic banding here at the bottom, and good pockets on the outside. It's got a pocket here with a clip and a hanger in it, I'm assuming for keys. I don't ever use that. This is a really nice feature in itself. These cuffs on the liner come out and they tuck into your gloves. That's really a nice feature to keep the snow from getting into that area. This jacket has a hood on it. The hood is detachable. There is a zipper on the back side in order to take the hood off. It's very comfortable. I've worn this jacket snowshoeing. It was about 30 below temperature. And also have worn this cross-country skiing. It just is a very, very warm jacket. And I would say this is more of a sporting jacket. I don't use this for working at all. I don't use it for shoveling the driveway. I only use this for sporting type of things. There was a snowmobile race here in Minnesota last year, and it was basically a snowstorm. It was very cold, very windy, and I wore this jacket, and it was extremely, extremely warm. Moving on to the next jacket here. This is a Filson 100% wool jacket. This is made in Seattle, Washington. I should also say that the green Columbia jacket has a tag in it that says made in Vietnam, and the Carhartt jacket is made in Michigan. So we have two American-made jackets and one made in Vietnam. But the Filson jacket, this is a classic clothing company out in Washington, if any of you have heard of the Filson company. And they do a lot with shirts. I know very popular jackets also. So anyways, we have 100% wool garment here and extremely warm. This is another jacket that I can wear just with bare bare arms. And if you're not affected by the wool, that is not a problem at all. But you can see here we've got stitching, excellent stitching, large buttons, and we've got pockets up here that fold over, and we've got these pockets, large pockets down here, and then also you've got a side pocket on each side also. Very comfortable jacket. Again, this is a jacket, I haven't worn it for such, but this is a great work jacket for out in the woods, out cutting wood, hauling wood, splitting wood, anything like that. You've got large areas for movement of your arms. Then you've got these back pockets also. It's a good hunting jacket. So this goes all the way across the back side of the coat. For hunting, you throw your birds in back there. If I could get that snap, there we go. And you can see this is the other side of that pocket, then that goes across the back of the jacket. Very sturdy, heavy duty. This jacket's going to give you a lot of years of wear. I think some people call these generational jackets. I actually did get this one from my dad. He handed it down to me. Just wasn't using it any longer. Hadn't used it a whole lot in his later years, so I will get a lot of use out of this very nice jacket. Moving on. So now we move on to the Carhartt jacket. Again, this jacket is made in Michigan and 100% cotton duck, I believe, is what they call it. You may be more familiar with the brown. Carhartt is very well known for its brown. These jackets we had made up at work probably about 2005 at my place of business back 15 years ago. And the guys really like these jackets. Very heavy duty, they're long, they go over the back side down to the tail, over across your bottom, starting to go down across your waist. Extremely heavy duty zippers on this jacket. You can see the construction of the zipper is just fantastic, and great handles on them. We've got the Velcro for going across, and I think this is very important. When you can get this flap to go across the zipper, that really helps a lot to keep the weather out. So then we've got pockets here. We've got excellent large hand pockets. I know that I put my hands in here with gloves on, and that'll keep them warm even with the gloves on. And then you've got a couple of Velcro pockets here, good for your cell phone or what have you. I just have a piece of tape covering up the business name. Then we've got a couple pockets inside, one with Velcro, and then we have, over here we have a zippered pocket. Over here we have the Velcro pocket, and also a drawstring to cinch up the waist if you would like to do that. So here, this is approximately the waistline, and this is what would hang down below the waist to cover up your backside a little bit. That can be a chilly area coming down off of your waist and then onto your bottom on the back. This does a great job. I've used this jacket for work, out working in the cold, out working on houses, doing wiring projects, doing construction projects. Very rugged, very durable. You're not worried about this jacket walking through bare studs in new construction and getting a caught on a sliver or anything. It's usually just going to brush right off without any problem. So there we have a quick comparison. I also did a shoveling. I put them into action, each jacket into action, where I did some snow shoveling outside, just to show a little bit of a comparison on how the jacket fits on the body. I have an extra large body. These are all the same size jacket. They're extra large jackets, and they do work very well. And in that video, I had bare sleeves, bare arms rather, inside the jacket on each one of them. And it's approximately 2 degrees here today in northern Minnesota. A beautiful day, sunny, and no wind, but 2 degrees, and it is just fantastic outside. And each one of these jackets did its job in keeping myself warm while shoveling the driveway outside. Now I'll go ahead and I'll just do a quick try on, and I have a little story that goes with each one of these jackets also. So I'll just go ahead and try on each one of these jackets also, just to show you the fit and the finish as I put the jacket on. Here's the Columbia. Again, this has that Omni Heat interior on it, and it just feels really good on the bare skin. Extremely, extremely warm jacket. So I wore this up into the Boundary Waters, northern Minnesota, for a winter camping trip one year. It was probably about 2006, 2007, I'm guessing. And just an extremely wonderful jacket for wearing out. Temperatures were ranging from 30 above zero down to at night probably around 5 degrees below zero. And this jacket took me through all of that, through snowshoeing, walking into the campsite approximately a mile and a half to 2 miles, and then taking a several mile hike on the snowshoes on Saturday, and then packing out on Sunday. This jacket was fantastic. It wore really well. I did not get very sweaty inside of the jacket. I also layer up when it's extremely cold, so I can take those layers down. It's very important when you're outdoors with any sporting events. But again, I would say this is my sporting type of jacket that I would wear for those types of things. I wouldn't wear this into a construction project. It's just not that type of a jacket. You always could, of course, but I wouldn't want to do it. I highly recommend any of you that can go out winter camping or just doing anything with a group of friends, a group of people that just like to get outdoors and enjoy some time together and be able to have that camaraderie. Anytime you can do that, I know that was a big thing several years ago. We had a great group of guys in our church group, a good group of men that would go camping and do a lot of things. Great memories together. I have memories when I put on this, when I put on the Filson. I think of a coworker of mine who does a lot of elk hunting out in Colorado, and that's the type of jacket I think of wearing out to a hunting party. Out, you've got a wall tent set up, and there's nothing around for 10 miles. You ride the horses back in, and you go hunting. I really feel like this is the type of jacket that you would see in that situation. I can remember memories back in the 80s growing up. My dad had this kind of a jacket while he would be cutting wood, and I can just see this red checkered pattern. He also had the red insulated hat to go with it, and I can see him out in the woods cutting down trees, hauling out chunks of wood, throwing them in the pickup, and then we bring them home and we split them, and then we have our wood pile for the winter fires. A lot of good memories with this type of jacket. And I don't know what brand that jacket was. It wasn't this particular jacket, but I'm not sure. It was an identical looking jacket, but I'm not sure what the brand name on that jacket was, but that was his go-to jacket for cutting wood. I know you can get the wood chips stuck into this wool a little bit, and I don't know, I get a little fussy about that sometimes. But it's a great working jacket. Very comfortable, and not too heavy. Not very heavy at all. I should also say about the Columbia has some great water repellent features. That nylon shell does a good job shedding off the snow. I wouldn't be outside in the downpour rain with it, but it does have some good water repellent features. So moving on to the Carhartt. This has got a quilted insulated lining inside of it. And this is a great jacket for working outside if you had to do anything. Framing, construction, electrical work is what I used it for. But all I needed was a good flannel shirt underneath, layered up with a nice t-shirt under that, and this jacket, and I was good to go for 10, 20 below zero working. Not an issue at all. If you've got a good pair of gloves to go with it. This jacket has a good set of cuffs right down here to keep the cold from blowing up into your arms. That's very important when you're outside, especially when it's windy. helps to keep the snow out of there. But just a great fitting jacket. I really like this jacket. This is actually the one I have hanging in the garage. It's my go-to jacket for going out just to shovel the driveway or do any work around the house when it's extremely cold out. So there we have 3 extremely different jackets. Each one has its purpose on its own, or they could also be used for crossover purposes also. But I am blessed to have all 3 of them. They work great. And let me know what types of stories you have in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe, and we will see you all on the next video.